big bro. Not exactly, Jim bro. I'm gonna show you today how to get big in the correct manner. So as I said, many people ask, well, how do you get big? How do you get big? So you have to eat like a dog, because dogs eat the same food every day. No matter what the owner gives to them, they eat the same food because they have to eat it. So that's what you have to do. You have to, as well, you have to be smart. You have to just choose garbage. You have to choose food that fulfills your muscles. Therefore, we'll start off with the protein. We have pork, this is tenderloin. I season it with a bit of olive oil because I'm bulking. But if you were cutting, you could remove the oil. This is it is a really lean source of protein. It is low in fats. As well, chicken is a great source of protein. Some more examples of great protein source are milk, eggs. They are cheap in some countries. In Guatemala, they are not that cheap, but they are a good source of protein and good cholesterol. So some people might say eggs are full of fats, they are not good for cutting. Well, if you are trying to cut those calories, to lose fat, I would suggest you using what is called egg whites. Depending on your goals, you should choose your protein source. For example, I'm using pork with some olive oil because that will be high in calories and a good protein source. You could as well use beef, but beef is higher in calories, so it is better for bulking to get muscle. If you are trying to lose fat, you might go with pork, with chicken. My milk is skim milk because the fat in milk is saturated fat and it is not healthy to eat that fat. However, that doesn't mean I don't eat that type of fat, so now we will move on to fat. Look at that cross. Oh my god, that is so delicious. Special mention for these bad boys. Tuna is a great source of protein. 32 grams of protein per count, that is huge. To clear up something regarding the bad and the good fats, that you can always eat bad fats or bad carbohydrates as added sugars, and we're going to talk about that later. But try and have a balance. For example, mine it is high in fats and in calories. However, if you have the right choice, you could find the non-saturated fat minus saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats are usually from animals, such as milk, as I mentioned before. Your meat always has some saturated fat. However, that doesn't mean I don't eat those fats. I enjoy eating Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese. That is why you have to meet your requirements every day. Now that you know your requirements, you should aim for example, I aim for 20% of my calories coming from fats. So this is what you should always have in mind. Oils are the healthier choice. As they come from vegetables, they have unsaturated fats. Peanut butter. It is a great source of fats as well. It has a bit of protein. It is not a complete protein, but it is some protein, 7 grams per 2 tablespoons. But be careful, as it is high in fats, it is high in calories. So you might choose this an option for bulking. However, as I said before, these are my suggestions, but you don't have to. For example, if you're cutting, stop eating beef at all. That doesn't make any sense because that won't be a successful diet, and that will be the final product for my meat. Anyways, here are some examples of good carbohydrates. Oatmeal, any type of oatmeal, once it doesn't have added sugar, is a great source of carbohydrates. We have rice, potatoes, they are great for cutting, and fruits. They are usually super sweet as candies, so you can enjoy them with no blame. And you might say, hey, you're eating candy, that is cheating. No, it is not, if you have a balance. As I said before, you can always eat candies, chocolates, and everything, but fine in moderation. And by this point of the video, you might say, oh my god, diet is so boring. But trust me, it is not. if you have the right choices. That was a Subway sandwich I ate yesterday, and you might say, but that doesn't have enough protein. It doesn't matter. You have to have the balance, and you have to know the requirements. You're wanting to achieve some goals, but you have to adequate the diet for you, not what others say. These are my suggestions, but it doesn't mean you only have to eat pork and rice every day. In conclusion, guys, enjoy life and don't forget about vegetables. Sorry, they are very important. They don't have any calories, so you can eat them with no limit. They have a lot of minerals, but don't forget about them. They're very important, and you have to enjoy life. You won't stop eating Subway pizza. There have been days I eat an entire pizza, and I'm still with 80% body fat percentage, which is good. So don't worry, you only have to be finding moderation. Have a great day. Oh Lord, I hate broccoli.